Good evening. You're watching Street Talk. My name is Tambria Moore. I'm going to be hosting the show tonight. Father Russ is taking a vacation night because tonight our topic is violence against women and healing through art. And so I specifically asked him if we could have a ladies-only show. So tonight my guests are Roberta Souls. She's a local artist from Norwich, and Gail Redmond, who is a resident of New London. And myself, I am wearing two hats as guest and host. And what we all have in common is experience of violence against us and experience of healing through art in some form or another. As I said, Roberta is an artist. Gail is an artist who makes jewelry, and I like to write poetry and prose. I just want to read a short description, if you're not familiar with the topic of what violence against women is. There's a lot of myths out there, and I liked this little article that was written on No to Violence. Comes out of Israel, and they have an effort to try to combat violence against women there. It says, violence against women is a well-known and documented phenomena of thousands of years, ever since the female daughter became a commodity to be sold and bartered by the father. Men have turned women into their chattel. Most human societies, religious establishments, and cultures have created laws and edicts turning males into masters and women into property. It was only in the early 70s of the 20th century, which I was a teenager then, that women all over the world stood up and said, no more violence. Violence against women is in the daily vernacular, naming a woman a slut, a bitch, a hag, a piece of ass, referring to lovemaking as bashing, banging, screwing. Songs like Killing You Softly with My Love, or Each Man Kills the Thing He Loves. Violence against women is stalking, sexual harassment, snide remarks, and rape. Violence against women is jealousy and possession in a casual or spousal relationship, controlling relationships with friends and family, deciding what a woman may or may not wear, whether and where you can work, taking charge of your money and finances. It is the blatant acceptance that the man is the head of the family, who can put down his partner's personality, curb her freedom, swear, give her an educational slap, a black eye to show who is the boss, to hit her with a belt, whip, tennis racket, or any available vase. To threaten to kill her with any sharp instrument around the house, knife, scissors, screwdriver, hammer, guns of any kind. Another favorite is choking a woman till she faints. The victims are often listless, depressed, and very frightened. Suicide attempts among abused women are frequent, as are miscarriages and deliveries of deformed or defective children. Children exposed to violence in their homes undergo emotional and traumatic experiences. Many revert to alcohol or drugs, and when they grow up, a large percentage of the boys will become violent spouses. Some boys are violent in kindergarten and school. These men will depict a violent macho behavior on the road, in football stadiums, in human relations. And it goes on to say that we continue to fight and struggle against this problem, and that we are all responsible in curbing this behavior in all of us and in our children and in our society. At this time, I'd like to play a tape of a performance by our dear friend Megan Carlson, who couldn't make it tonight. Megan is a poet and a musician, and let's enjoy her piece that she put together.
House fell down, we ran. When the walls of the church collapsed, we ran. All across the country, we ran. I didn't think you'd leave me, but you ran. The wise man told me, but I didn't believe him. You had me fooled, but you couldn't deceive him. him, a woman walks through the snow with burdens too heavy to hold in a dark night of the soul. Little Miss Marilyn dyed her hair black. She's getting real skinny, and she knows she can't go back to a place she feels like that she has lost. And I want to reach her, 'cause I thought she could go down this road, but I didn't think she'd fall so quickly into a dark night of the soul. On his front porch step, smoking his last cigarette, he watched his father beat his mother. These are things you can't forget. And he fights and he dreams of a new beginning, some way out of this hell that he is living. To reach him, give him a place of his own, a little boy praying for help in a dark night of the soul. Married soon to be divorced, she hangs out at the bars alone, hunted by local lions, looking for someone to take home. She walks in the clinic and she prays that she won't have to pay for all the things her body did while her soul was away. She was looking for someone to reach her, and she wound up trapped and alone, a single mom Houdini in a dark night of the soul. I saw your name in the paper on the arrest list. Thankfully not the obituaries. Hopefully that won't be next. When I was broke, you were my modern day Robin Hood. You never let me in, but you did the best you could. I couldn't reach you, you were too far in the hole, but your laughter was my refuge in my dark night of the soul. The wise man told me, but I didn't believe him. You had me fooled, but you couldn't deceive him.